Here we have the Porta-Wrap lowering device, and in this tree we've got to lower some fairly large limbs. So the lowering device here makes an excellent tool for creating friction and doing that. Let's talk about some proper setup and application. You'll see here I've got the Porta-Wrap mounted to the tree with a whoopee sling. I like the whoopee sling for this application because it's easy to put on and take off the tree. It's easy to adjust the diameter that I need. And nice thing about the whoopee sling, it can be attached directly to the long leg of the Porta-Wrap. I don't need a separate connecting link like a shackle or a carabiner. The sling can go straight onto it. You'll notice that when I mount it to the tree, I try to mount it so that it's not any higher when it's loaded than about waist high. And that's important because when a heavy load gets in, I don't want the Porta-Wrap way up in the air, especially if I need to add or subtract wraps. Let's talk about installing the rope in the Porta-Wrap. With the rope already attached to the load that I want to lower the limb, take a bite of rope, go through the top loop like this, go behind this short pin on the short side of the Porta-Wrap, and here's the benefit of having it mounted no higher than waist high. I'm able to pull down and preload the rope and get some of that stretch out. The climber may want me to do that. So now I'll take wraps going in the same direction as I started. I don't want to start in this direction and then finish in this. So make sure that when you take your wraps, you keep them going in the same direction as you started. Now, how many wraps should you use? It depends on how heavy the load is, how big diameter rope that we're using. But rule of thumb is for small lightweight stuff, I might need one wrap, maybe two. For much heavier loads, depending on the size of rope or whether or not the rope's wet, I may need more. So again, if you got a small load, a couple of wraps, big load, you may need several. The nice thing about using the Porta-Wrap is eventually I'll be able to look up and see the size of the wood that's being cut, and I'll be able to tell, well, that's a 2-wrap piece or maybe a 3-wrap piece. There may be times when I want to lower a piece down and not let it all the way to the ground, but I want to hang it there. Maybe like I want to cut it up with a chainsaw. I just want to add as many wraps as I can fit on there and just do a half hitch to the top pin, half hitch to the bottom pin, and now it's cleated off. I can walk over, cut the wood up. When I'm done cutting it up, I want to put it all the way on the ground. I can take some of my wraps off and lower it the rest of the way down. Porta-Wrap, great lowering device.